the Glee, because I know you said you kept the Glee puppets, but then you also.
So what happened was, here, this is a problem with the industry. I won't name names, but I'll tell you, the problem with the industry is some companies don't pay the last payment. And so we'll finish a job and then we'll never see that money. And so BJ was like, well, is there anything around the shop that you want? I said, like those Glee puppets, because those are the ones I designed. And I got a bandsaw, and that was kind of my payment for
There you go.
That thing.
Right.
So, so anyway, so I had those Glee puppets. Now, the way the Glee puppets work is they rented them. And we had an option. They could buy them outright for an X amount of dollars, and for significantly less, they could order it. They could rent it for their rights to it for 2 years, and then after that, they became our property. And so, so 20th Century Fox said, "Oh no, we want to buy them, but we only have the money in the budget to rent them at this point. So we'll get back to you after 2 years. And if we don't want them, the actors won't want them." And so 2 years go by, we contacted them. None of the actors wanted it. 20th Century Fox didn't want it anymore. And so they were having an auction of all the Glee props, and it was either Heritage Auctions or Hollywood Treasures. One of those guys was having an auction. And so we put up all the Glee puppets as part of that auction. And the only ones that sold were Blaine and Kurt and Adam Lambert. Those are the only 3 that sold. The rest of them went back to us. BJ gave Mr. Schuster to one of the guys at the auction house because he liked him so much. So that's where that one went. I took Marley, Kitty, Artie, because I built that wheelchair, so I wanted that one. Artie and what was Ryder? Ryder was the last one. So I had those 4 puppets. BJ kept the rest of them. I know that I forget the guy's name. Was it Jacob? Was Puck's half brother? Anyway, yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
that one got crushed in shipping, so that one doesn't exist anymore. Okay. 3 Unique and Santana, and what was the other one? Might have been Rachel. Got converted into fairies for a Kid Cudi video. And I just saw Becky recently. It was on a shoot. He had redressed her as an elf. So so anyway, these things, and the rest of them, I know that Sam and a couple of the others are still in BJ's daughter's room.
Oh wow.
So but I was able to sell the 4 that I had on another auction, and I was able to get a little bit more than they would have been if I had been paid out originally. So it was a good investment, but I had to keep them out of the sun for 4 years or whatever it was. So.
Gotcha. Right. You're like, no sunlight.
But I didn't want them to. So one of the practices too is, and I kind of touched on a little bit, is that when you're on a deadline and a puppet is no longer usable because you can't reuse, say, Rachel in a video,
right?
It's a lot easier to reskin it as a new puppet. So a lot of times the skins get pulled off, they are recovered and redone, and then it becomes a new puppet. And so that's what happened to about a third of them as well. So
wow, I did not know that either. Wow.
I can't remember the one. There was one. It was a green puppet. It might have been the Adam Lambert puppet, and we reskinned that for something. And I was like, "We're saving this, or we're putting it back?" Because we were still in the shop. I'm like, "That one's going to be worth something. Let's put it back together." So we did. And Marley also didn't get reskinned, but she got redressed, and I put her back to normal too before the sale. So
gotcha.
Again, it was a lot of. Like I'm more on the fan side in a lot of ways. So I'm like, that belongs in a museum type of stuff.
Right,
I mean, there's certain ones that, like we actually made Mr. the principal, who at that time was a janitor in that episode, and we had built a puppet of him, and almost got it done. We didn't have his hair on, and he didn't have his nose on. Everything else was done. He had the outfit, and so we started calling him Voldemort. Because he yeah. And BJ was always like, "I'm going to make Voldemort out of that thing. I'm going to actually do the whole." I was like, and I don't know what happened to that one.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor, as well as Steve, and go check out the next one right here on the screen. I think you'll enjoy it, and we'll see you over there. Until next time, take care, and have an awesome day.